Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, Met fan from the Bronx. On today, Saturday, January 14th, 2023. Hope everybody's doing well as we, as Met fans, trying to get over the drama that was Carlos Correa. So it's done. Ain't even worth talking about no more. He's in Minnesota. It's Minnesota's problem now. And all the little worries that we had as Met fans and, the owners and stuff, now it just goes right behind us. I mean, we didn't appreciate the way things went, but it is what it is. But before I even continue, I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Carlos Cruz. All right, Carlos Cruz is a good friend of mine. He happens to be a Yankee fan, but he is one of those Yankee fans you can actually tolerate. Okay, he's a good guy. You could talk baseball with him one on one. We'll have every once in a while the little jabs at each other, but he's a great guy, and I want to just give him a quick shout out to let him know and thank him for tuning into the show and checking things out and checking in on me. All right, thanks a lot, bro. All right, first of all, I guess we're just gonna have to talk about some of the stuff the Mets are probably gonna be doing. But as of yesterday, um, Pete Alonso avoided arbitration. The Mets gave him a $14.5 million arbitration deal. Well, to avoid arbitration. I'm sorry. So we all know that Big Pete's going to be a free agent. So with that being said, also we were already discussing about a lot of the free agents that are going to be up and available 2024, and Pete is actually going to be one of them. So let's see how that goes. But Pete gets a nice little chunk of change, 14.5. I already know that if Pete puts up any of those big ass numbers that he's been putting up the last couple of years, that's gonna probably double or triple, easily, just like that. Pete's gonna get paid, and he should. If he keeps doing what he's doing, he's one of our homegrown guys. He should get paid. But as of right now, um, there's been a lot of talk about considering since we didn't get Correa, now there's been talk about Machado. Now Machado, the reason why Machado's come up in talks is because he's gonna have an option. Uh, right after the season, he could opt out of his contract. He could be a free agent. So the two things that could happen if San Diego feels if they already know he's gonna opt out, they could trade him this year, and they could be probably a way to maybe pick him up in the middle of the season. Uh, if we're making, hopefully we don't really need him that bad during the season. Hopefully we're already up there. But the way things are looking in the National League East, we could probably use a bat like Machado to give us that push, or wait till he opt out. Next year he'll be a free agent and throw money at him and grab him. Because the other name that was up there that's big is going to be Shohei Ohtani. Uh, Shohei Ohtani, he's going to demand mega money beyond Judge. So I'm not sure exactly if I would love the Mets to get him, but will it be worth almost $500 million? That's going to be the question. Okay, and again, not my money. Steve Cohen, my man, like he's a huge Met fan, and he is a fan like us, thinking, you want to see wins, you want to see titles, and he's got the means for it, and we as fans we appreciate that. But and sometimes we tend to forget like it's our money that we're playing with, but the only in the way it does become our money to be playing with, if you think about the other side of it, because we're the ones who go to the stadium, uh, rising costs of ticket prices, food, beer, anything that goes on in the stadium, everything goes up because regardless of what, some certain things got to get offset, to paying those players. But I'm sure everybody knows that already. So as of right now, since the loss of Correa, the Mets were trying to go and look after another right-handed bat, to fill in the shoes. Because look, honestly, I was not I'm not a fan of taking out Escobar. I like Escobar. I really do. I know he had an up and down season. Some people really love him. Some people really hate him. I'm one of those that I know he's a great fit, switch hitter, plays a great third base. You still got Guillorme there that could fill in between second, short, and third. The defense part of it, I'm not worried about. I understand the whole thing with the bat. One more decent bat doesn't help. I think would be great. And there was three candidates. One just got picked up. It was Andrew McCutchen. The Pirates picked him up, for a 1 year deal. I wasn't really too finicky about McCutchen. He's about, what was he, 36? I mean, he's still a good athlete, great outfielder. Um, I guess he would have just been plugged in. If anything, you would have been spending money on basically plugging him in. The only ones that we got left now is Duval and Mancini. Now, out of the two, I mean, I like Duval's power, and he's a good outfielder. But Mancini, I think, has more versatility. He could play first. He could play the outfield. And he's younger. Um, Duval is 34. I think he'll be 35 soon. Mancini's 30 years old. And plus, Mancini has a nice reputation with Buck Showalter. So all that stuff, I think he's in more. Me personally, I think I would rather go after Mancini if that's the case. He'll be a good fill-in for most of the spots. He'd be a right-handed bat DH. Vogelback doesn't have. He won't hit against lefties. You could have your right. And if Mancini is hot, you could plug him in. If whoever's not so hot, and play around with it. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. There's a lot of little things. I mean, we still got to look at what's going on with third base right now. So look, you got Escobar, who's gonna more than likely take back over his spot. But then that also looks at how you're going to try and manage with Beatty. Because now, poor Beatty, he was playing third and he was playing the outfield. Now he's playing third again. So we get to see more of Beatty and to see if, if everything we thought we were going to get in that prospect comes through. And who knows, maybe this was a sign. Maybe this was a sign to say, Beatty is going to be the one. And and look at that. We'll have our homegrown talent at third base, but we'll see when the season starts. We got pitchers and catchers that they're gonna be reporting. I think it's February 13th. I know the ones I got to report early are the ones for the World Baseball Classic, so that's gonna be really good. So I'm looking forward to the World Baseball Classic. And yeah, we're almost there. Look at it, guys. One more month and we're already back into the swing of baseball. I love it. I love it when we started getting closer and closer to baseball. All right, guys. All right, so that's it right now, guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me your feelings on it. If anything, leave me a comment, discussion. Also, don't forget when you get a chance, please check out my Facebook page. It's Sith Floors Merch. I have certain items there that you guys might want to check out. And please give me a like and subscribe. Share the channel if you can. I really appreciate it. I'm a Met fan, just like everybody else. I live in, I'm a Met fan who grew up in the Bronx, dealing with all the nonsense. I now live in Yonkers, so yeah, just in case, so people, oh wait a minute, and you live in Yonkers? You say from the Bronx? I say I'm from the Bronx because I was born and raised, and I lived all my life in the Bronx. All right, so let's just get that. I'm still Bronx bred. All right, who's a Met fan, and it's kind of funny. Speaking of it, before I even end this video, had a guy send me a comment who told me Met fans can't be from the Bronx. I mean, I didn't understand. I was trying to wrap my head around that whole thing about Met fans can't be from the Bronx. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, no, so he's got this mentality, like a segregation mentality. Like if the stadium's in the Bronx, you got to be a Yankee fan. If the stadium's in Queens, you got to be a Met fan. And I don't know. This guy's still living in some weird segregation time in his head. I'm not sure about that at all. But I've been a Met fan since 1983, and die hard till this day, good or bad, always loving my team. All right. So that's it for now, guys. All right, please, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Right now I'm about 39 in. Remember, 100th subscriber gets a free channel shirt, and we'll just keep going from there. All right, this is Barry, Met fan from the Bronx. Let's go Mets.